streamlined distribution of the stress, it gets disturbed at a changing cross section, and there is the effect of a stress concentration. So in this particular example, that is a plate with a circular hole subjected to the tensile load, actually the stress is abruptly changing at where the hole is present, and hence in the vicinity of the hole you will observe that the stress has abruptly increased, and this is nothing but it is due to the effect of stress concentration. Actually, if we follow a simple theory, then the stress at that critical cross section, it should be uniformly distributed, but you will find that the stress is maximum near the hole and it slowly reduces towards the edge of the plate. Now we will try to model this particular plate, a plate with a circular hole, using FEMAP, and by using the FEMAP NASTRAN combination we will try to determine the stress distribution in this plate, and we will also see that the stress, whether it is maximum near the hole or not. We will also see the animation. Actually, under the loading, the circular hole will try to become an elliptical hole. So that phenomena also we can observe during the animation. So if I consider, so for that purpose, I will consider a plate which is having the length of 200 millimeters, having the width of 50 mm, having the thickness of 5 mm, and let us assume that this plate is drilled or is having the hole of 30 mm diameter, and assume that this particular plate is fixed at one end and loaded by the force of 1000 newtons at the other end. Now the cross-sectional area at a critical cross-section means where the hole is present, will be nothing but it is 50 is the width, 30 is the diameter of the hole. So 50 minus 30, it comes up to about 20. So 20 is the effective width of the plate where the hole is present, into the thickness of the plate, it is 5. So 20 into 5, it is 100. So the cross-sectional area at a critical cross-section is 100 mm square. The load is 1000 Newton, and hence the theoretical stress at this particular cross-section, it should be 1000 divided by 10. It means it should be equal to 1000 divided by 100, and it should be equal to 10 Newton per mm square or 10 megapascals. But in practice, the stress at this critical cross section will not be 10. It will be much more than 10. It may be 2 times, it may be 3 times, it may be 3.5 times. So for that purpose, either to determine that particular stress, we have to use the experimental stress analysis. We have to carry out the experiment by using the photoelasticity or by using the strain gauges. But with the advent of the finite element methods and with the use of the high-speed computers, so it is possible to model this plate, and we can use the finite element method to determine the stress near the hole, and we'll try to investigate how many times it is more than the theoretically calculated stress, and that particular factor, it will give us the stress concentration factor. So what we'll do, we'll launch the software and we'll model it, and let us see what happens. Now to model the plate, I will launch FEMAP. Now I have to create a plate with circular hole. So I will go to the geometry, I will go to the curve line and then the rectangle. Now I have to create a plate which is 200 mm long and 50 mm wide. So So the first corner of the rectangle I will keep it as 0, 0, 0, and the second one I will make x equal to 200, y equals 50, and you will find the rectangle has been generated. I will pan it to the center of the screen. Now I have to create a hole at the center of the plate. So, and the diameter of the hole is 30 mm. So what I will do, I will go to geometry, I will go to the circle, then the center, and the center of the circle is nothing but it will be at x equal to 100 and y equal to 25. Okay, and the radius, as 30 is the diameter, radius is 15, and you can see that the hole has been generated at the center of the plate. Now we will define this as the geometry. That is nothing but it is geometrical boundary surface. So I will go to geometry, I will go to the boundary surface, I will select all the curves and I will hit OK. So this is a surface which is created. Next I have to apply the constraints. So I will go to the model, I will go to the constraint on the curve, I will specify the constraint set as fix. OK, and I will select this curve, that is on this side all the displacements are constrained, so the DOFs are fixed. OK, so the plate is constrained to move at this location, and now here I have to apply the load. So I will go to the model, load, on the curve I will give the load set as a load, and I will select this particular curve, I will hit OK, and I will give the force in the x direction as 1000 newtons. Now I have to define the material. I will go to the material, I will use the material as my steel with the Young's modulus of velocity of 200 kilonewton per mm square and with the Poisson's ratio of 0.3. So the material is created. Next I have to create the property. I will go to the property. Now I will mention the title, it is a plate with hole. That is the name of the property. Material has been already defined as my steel, and I will give the thickness of the plate as 5 mm. I will hit OK. So the property is created. Now I have to define the mesh size. So I will go to the mesh, I will go to the mesh control, and then the size along the curve. So what I will do on this and on this curve, I will use 20 elements. On this and on this, I will go for 5 elements, and around the hole I will go for near about 20 elements. So better I will go for some 50 elements. Now I will mesh it. So I will go to the mesh geometry, then the surface, I will select the surface, OK, property, plate with hole, all quads, and I will hit OK. Now you will find the meshing has been done. Next I have to export this model to Nastran, so I will go to File, Export, Analysis Model, Static Analysis with MSc Nastran, OK. and here I will mention the file name as plate with hole. So all the data, that is the material data, elemental data, nodal data, load data, and the constant data, all this data, it has been written now into that particular file, and now we'll import this file to Nastran, and whichever the output file is there from the Nastran, again we'll import it to FEMAP to post process the results. Now we'll launch the Nastran and we'll execute this file. That is a plate with hole. So I'm opening it. I will run this file. And now you will find that some files are created. This particular file is nothing but it is a NAS file, that is input file to Nastran, which has been already created by FEMAP. This is nothing but it is the F04 file. Next is this is F06 file. Actually this file, it contains the results. So what I will do, I will again go to FEMAP and I will import this file, that is analysis results, into FEMAP, that is the plate with hole. Next I have to post process the results, so I will go to view, I will go to select, I will go to the contours, deformed and contour data. I will choose the plate top 1 minus stress, and now you can very well see that the stress here, it is 16.45 megapascal. Theoretically we have calculated this stress as 10 megapascal. So 16.45 divided by 10, so it is roughly it is 1.645, that is 1.65 is nothing but it is the stress concentration factor. It means the actual stress which is present in the plate is not 10 megapascal, but it is 16.45 megapascal. If I go for the final discretization, again I can arrive it to the exact value. This is nothing but it is due to the effect of the stress concentration. We can again visualize it very clearly if I slightly magnify this. Now here you can see the maximum stress is present here, here and here at these two places. Now we'll go for the deformation. So I will go for view, select, then deform, and here you can see the deformation of the plate. You will find that earlier the hole was circular, but due to the deformation you will find that it has become elliptical. Actually this effect we cannot observe by naked eye, but the deformation is there, and the circular boundary, it will try to become the elliptical boundary. You will find that the lateral dimension has been decreased and the linear dimension has been increased, and hence the hole has become elliptical. We will go for the animation. And very clearly you can very well observe that as the load is gradually increased, you will find that the circular hole is becoming elliptical one. So from this particular exercise, we can very well study the effect of stress concentration in a plate with a circular hole. So in this problem, we have studied how to model the plate with a circular hole. It means how to create a rectangle, how to create a hole in between, how to assign it as a surface, how to apply the boundary conditions, how to apply the loads, how to discretize it, how to select the material or how to give the material properties. So all these things we have studied in this particular lecture. And we have also investigated the very interesting effect of the stress concentration, and we have also seen that the stress is maximum near the hole. And in the rest of the plate, you will find the stress is near about, it is uniformly distributed, but the portion of the plate where the hole is present, you will find that there is abrupt changes in the stress patterns, and that is nothing but it is due to the effect of stress concentration. Some more problems we'll see in coming sessions. Thank you.